With that, you come up and do your engineer report, please.
Well, I don't have anything. You can call me. So,
Oh, don't be telling us that now.
it is self-inflicted. I did go to the IE game. I had floor seats. So, the one thing I do have is I would request an intern this summer. I didn't have one last year. I've got a lot of work that I've got to get done year-wise. Just be a lot of plug and chug for interns. I get a college-age intern to come in. I've had a lot of success in the past with them. So I would request the commission to proceed with trying to find one.
The position was never stopped, you just didn't do it last
I
time.
just didn't do it last
The
year.
position
Correct.
exists, the funding exists.
Correct.
The intern.
Anybody have any opposition to that?
No, not at all.
Okay, you have our mutual consent.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm
Not to be consistent, with a mutual grant. Different.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and advertise on Facebook. I might ask you to share when I put it on Facebook if you don't mind. So,
You have anybody in mind or not?
I don't right now. No, that's the thing. It's kind of the nice part is I have nobody in mind, so door's wide open.
So really, there's nothing in this board because it's already a created position.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm always asking for permission prior to doing it.
You've been kind.
You guys anything for me?
Nope, other than, what the heck did I bring up the thing on 400 West earlier? We already
Right.
talked about that and, that's silence now.
Okay.
Good shit.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, what else we got on here? We're waiting for somebody wants to come up and say something to us about the storm damage. I will say that Brooke Greenwell, at the last meeting, we agreed that she would be, or that she would allow me to appoint somebody to a leadership course, and Brooke Greenwell will be selected for that, so she'll take that course, I think that's good. Brooke is an important member of the auditor's office. I have no other business personally, on my miscellaneous notes. Anything for you, Mr. President?
I do not have anything to say.
Stefan? No. Auditor? Mr. Schneider?
No.
Okay, so now we're just gonna wait for
Say she should be up there in a second.
Colonel, I thought those were. Yeah, we haven't had one of these for probably 3 years, if it was this long, right? Maybe we've had some longer, not maybe more.
I mean, we've had some go at 12:30.
Not this one.
I
It's
thought
my
we had-
turn.
I thought we had 3 o'clock one time.
My turn.
We've gone past lunch. We went past lunch a lot in 19 whenever the jail and all that was kind of.
I seem to remember
Getting
one where we
this right.
had like a whole bunch of insurance companies come in and present to
That
us.
will be your next meeting.
And that's why I suggested that Marquis narrow it down to 2 or 3 that.
It's got 4 and they each one 30 minutes.
Totally unrelated to that. I will not be at our next meeting. Spring break.
Oh, I'm totally related to that. I would like us to be excused before those 4 get.
Saying you out there as well.
I will not be here, so hope that
I do.
I'll be
You
down.
mean you're gonna be excused from today or from?
No, from that meeting before those 4 get started.
Oh,
All I know is, Brent, one day you're gonna sit here and do my job like I do yours.
No, I like my job. I really like my job.
go get yourself a lozenge. That's what the rest of your day is gonna be.
Kept waiting for him to pull a sandwich out of that.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to go.
She's on her way to stairs.
Better do a report.
So I guess, yeah, she's probably gonna report some things that make you interested. What are you gonna tell, Seward? Someone tell her that she can just move with you unless you want
I
to.
didn't even look at the message yet.
I didn't
I'll be
either.
honest. I saw that she had messaged me and I thought as soon as this movie occurred, maybe.
I'm sorry.
I wish it was a movie. As soon as the movie's over, I will respond.
Are you done already, Brent? I can't believe you didn't talk longer.
Can't talk.
Just kidding.
Is that all it takes? Send him to Jen every week.
I'm sorry, I
I
can't.
think we'd enjoy this meeting.
That's what happens when you party all weekend. Okay, so I'm sorry to hold you up even longer than your normal day, but I have just got confirmation that the storms that hit on Friday, we did have a EF0 tornado. So it started on the west side of Duff and moved all the way through to Grassland Hills. And so I don't know what your damage how it all impacted you. We have damage all over the whole county. The majority of it is straight line winds though. They're not calling it a phone cloud or a tornado or anything. But the sustained winds are up to 85 mile per hour. So that's what's, and our siren in Duff was in a old barn over there in Duff, and that the only thing standing is the wall that has my controller on it and the siren itself. So is that funny? So it's there. We're going to take it down. We're going to move it to our technician's house. He lives in Duff as well, so he's going to move it over there for now. But that siren is out of commission for a temporary time until we find a location to put it back up at. So anyway, like I said, we had damage in Celestine, Schnellville, DuBois, Holland. I don't even know where else.
It was what?
It was very widespread, and that is all considered, as I already told you, Chad, straight line winds. But this came in today as, and I was a little suspicious because one of the buildings that was hit, we had some 2x4s that penetrated the building itself. And it seemed like it had to be moving for it to go and penetrate, but we did get a little bit better confirmation today. So the National Weather Service doesn't necessarily come up here anymore and do their tours. We have to do as much as we can. So thank God for drones and things like that. So, but before you dismiss today, I wanted to make sure you were aware. I will put a press release out and get all that information out. Again, it's why, the damage is trees, no living quarters, nothing like that. So there's no need for a major disaster declaration or anything to that degree, but I still feel you three need to be aware of what's going on.
There were roofs. I've seen roof problems and some siding blown off, but nothing structurally not over the night.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of shingles in my yard.
Yeah, I mean,
You and the lot.
They were.
a lot of outbuildings, for example, over on 450, there was an outbuilding that was, they called it like a barn. I'm trying to get the mileage for you. 11 miles long. So, that's what that
So
text
it was a what tornado?
An EF0, sustained winds of 65 to 85 mile an hour. So, but anyway, there was mostly outbuildings that had tin and things like that were what was demolished and destroyed, our really old barns and things to that degree. And a lot of homes had shingles off and, fencing got knocked down, but we didn't have anybody displaced, so I didn't have to call the Red Cross or any of that kind of stuff. So, but any questions? Like I said, before you dismissed, I'm kind of glad you had a longer meeting because otherwise we would have been doing this through text and things. So.
Well, you're the only one.
I know, but you know what? I had a long day Friday, so we're all even. How's that? And how long did you have? You don't even talk.
I will talk.
But,
Thank you for the update.
yes, thank you very much. You guys have a great rest of your day. What's left of it?
All right, the left is public comment. Seeing none, we will close the meeting. So, you will call whoever on this.